Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today the New Orleans Pelicans and the Indiana Pacers have made a trade, the second trade we have seen in this offseason before the NBA Finals even end, and the team that is in the NBA Finals has made a trade. Now, of course, the Pacers, who are in the NBA Finals, can't trade any players as they're in the NBA Finals, but they technically did trade a player, but it's the draft rights to Mojave King, who was a second-round pick for the Los Angeles Lakers and the 2023 NBA draft, but he has never played an NBA game, as he is from New Zealand, and is just shooting guard, but has never played an NBA game in his career, but it's just the draft rights to him. No, but they are also sending the 23rd pick in this year's NBA draft and the draft rights to Mojave King to the New Orleans Pelicans for the 2026 first round, for their 2026 first round pick, which belongs to the Indiana Pacers. So honestly, this is a good trade for the Pacers. And some people, might be wondering, why are the Pacers making this deal? Why are they trading their first-round pick in this year's draft to get their first-round pick next year back? Are they planning to blow it up this offseason? Why do they want their draft pick back so badly? I don't think it has anything to do with that. I don't think it has anything to do with blowing it up. Now, this trade will clear them $3.2 million off the books for the 2025-26 season, which definitely helps them try to re-sign Miles Turner. Clearing that $3.2 million will help them re-sign Miles Turner. That is one reason I believe they're doing this trade. Also, look, it's pick 23. I think the Pacers, they definitely think they'll be good next season, but it's also at the same time, like their draft pick next year shouldn't be too much better than it was this year, or too much worse. It should be around the same, around the low 20s, mid 20s. I think the Pacers this year, who are a 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, I think next year, maybe if the Celtics and the Bucks are not as well, they were better than the Bucks this year, but I think the Celtics could be a team that falls out of the top 4 next year after what we've seen with them, with the trades that could be coming. Jason Tatum missing most of the season next year. I think the Celtics could fall to the top 4, and that can maybe make the Pacers the 3 or 2 seed in the Eastern Conference next year. But they'll probably that draft pick will probably be around the same range of this year's draft pick is for Indiana. And like I talked about, this trade for them helps them re-sign Miles Turner. And for the Pelicans, it's solid for them because, look, this draft pick next year, I actually think this is really solid for the Pelicans as well, because this draft pick next year, you don't know what it's going to be. The Pacers could be better in the Eastern Conference next year, and that draft pick next year that the Pelicans have now could be worse next year. And so if you're the Pelicans, you're thinking, okay, maybe the Pacers will be better next year, and this draft pick won't be as good next year. As it is now at 23. So let's go ahead and get 23 now and Mojave King's draft rights and give them their first back. I don't know if that might be the mindset for the Pelicans, or maybe the Pelicans might be thinking about a trade up, where they package up 23 and 7, their 2 draft picks and other assets to trade up. I don't know. There are multiple ways to look at this in the New Orleans Pelicans, views, in the Pelicans view. Let me know your thoughts on this trade in the comment section, and peace out.